Lunar Genesis. Chapter 1, The Disgraced Scientist. In the year 2045, Earth was a place of incredible technological achievements, yet plagued by deep divisions. Skyscrapers with gleaming facades pierced the sky, connected by shimmering sky bridges, while hover cars zipped through the air. The global network allowed instant communication, yet societies remained fractured, with nations and corporations competing fiercely for resources and dominance. Amidst this chaotic backdrop, the moon had become a focal point of global fascination. Strange phenomena, such as sudden bursts of energy and unexplained seismic activities, had captured the public's imagination and scientific interest. Dr. Emily Carter sat hunched over her cluttered workbench in a dimly lit laboratory on the outskirts of New Chicago. Once a celebrated scientist known for her groundbreaking work in quantum physics, Emily was now a pariah in the scientific community. The failed experiment that had cost her reputation still haunted her. A project meant to harness quantum entanglement for clean energy had resulted in a disastrous explosion, causing significant damage and leading to her disgrace. Her lab, once a bustling center of innovation, was now eerily quiet, save for the soft hum of equipment. Papers and data pads were strewn everywhere, evidence of her desperate attempts to find some new breakthrough that might redeem her. Her only companion was her old dog Max, who lay faithfully by her feet. "Come on, Emily," she muttered to herself, pushing a strand of unruly hair behind her ear. "There's got to be something here." Emily's isolation was both self-imposed and enforced by the scientific community that had once embraced her. The weight of her failure bore down on her daily, but her passion for discovery remained undiminished. She often worked late into the night, fueled by a stubborn hope that she might yet find something to restore her name. A series of recent lunar anomalies had caught her attention. The moon, long a subject of human wonder, had started exhibiting unusual energy signatures and unexplained seismic activities. Most dismissed these as natural occurrences, but Emily sensed there was something more. She had gathered as much data as she could, spending hours analyzing and reanalyzing the information. "Max, do you ever feel like the universe is trying to tell you something?" she asked, scratching the dog's head. Max thumped his tail in response. One evening, while poring over the latest batch of lunar data, Emily's eyes widened. Embedded in the dense readouts was a pattern, one that looked decidedly unnatural. It was a sequence of energy spikes, too regular to be random. Her heart raced as she cross-referenced it with ancient records and other anomalous data. "This can't be right," she whispered, her fingers flying over the keyboard. The more she dug, the clearer it became. The energy pattern was coming from a specific region on the moon's surface, a place known as the Sea of Tranquility. Unable to contain her excitement, Emily initiated a direct scan of the area using her lab's outdated but still functional satellite link. The scan took several agonizing minutes, each second feeling like an eternity. When the results finally came in, she gasped. There, beneath the lunar soil, was a structure, an artifact of some kind, clearly artificial. This changes everything," Emily breathed. She quickly compiled her findings into a detailed report. This discovery, if validated, could be the redemption she so desperately needed. Before she could lose her nerve, Emily contacted an old colleague, Dr. Jason Lee, who still worked at the prestigious Global Space Research Institute. "Jason, it's Emily. I need you to look at something urgently," she said, her voice trembling with a mix of excitement and fear. There was a long pause before Jason replied. "Emily, it's been a while. What's this about?" "I've found something on the moon, an artifact. It's not natural, Jason. I think it's alien," she said, her words tumbling out in a rush. "Alien? Emily, are you sure? You know your reputation," Jason began. "Just look at the data, please," Emily interrupted, sending the files over. She heard him clicking through the information, the silence on the line stretching unbearably. Finally, Jason spoke, his tone serious. "Emily, if this is real, it's monumental. We need to verify this immediately." As she ended the call, Emily felt a surge of hope. For the first time in years, she had a chance to reclaim her place in the scientific community. She knew the road ahead would be fraught with challenges, but she was ready to face them. Little did she know her discovery would soon draw the attention of forces far beyond Earth, setting in motion events that would change the fate of humanity forever. Chapter 2, The Zelnoth Return. As news of Emily's discovery spread like wildfire through the scientific community, the world held its breath. The implications were staggering, proof of extraterrestrial life, hidden right under humanity's nose. But amidst the awe and excitement, there was an undercurrent of fear. What did these aliens want, and what would their arrival mean for Earth? In the days following Emily's revelation, governments and military leaders held emergency meetings, scrambling to formulate a response. The Zelnoth, a powerful and enigmatic alien race, had been nothing more than a myth to most, spoken of in hushed tones by conspiracy theorists and science fiction enthusiasts. Now they were very real, and their intentions remained unknown. Emily, meanwhile, found herself thrust into the spotlight once again. Journalists clamored for interviews, seeking to glean any additional information about the alien artifact she had discovered. But Emily remained guarded, knowing that the stakes were too high to reveal everything just yet. Amidst the chaos, a strange message arrived at Emily's lab, a request for a meeting from someone claiming to be a Zelnoth defector. Skeptical yet intrigued, Emily agreed to the meeting, arranging to meet the mysterious figure in a secluded location. As she arrived at the designated meeting spot, a deserted warehouse on the outskirts of the city, Emily felt a shiver of apprehension. What if this was a trap? What if the Zelnoth were already among them, infiltrating humanity's ranks? Her fears were dispelled when a figure emerged from the shadows, a tall, slender being with shimmering blue skin and piercing yellow eyes. This was Kalec, the Zelnoth defector. "Dr. Carter, I presume," Kalec said, his voice smooth and melodic. "I come in peace." Emily studied him carefully, noting the way his eyes darted around the room, ever vigilant. Despite his assurances, she couldn't shake the feeling that he was dangerous. "What do you want from me?" she asked, her voice steady despite the nervous flutter in her stomach. Kalec inclined his head. "I bring a message from my people. We have been monitoring your activities closely, and we know of the artifact you discovered on the moon." Emily's heart skipped a beat. You know about the artifact?" Kalec nodded. "Indeed, it is of great significance to us. That is why I have come to offer you our assistance." Emily's eyebrows shot up in surprise. "Assistance? Why would you help us?" Kalec's expression darkened. "Because my people's intentions are not as benevolent as they may seem. The Zelnoth seek to reclaim their ship, the moon, and complete the terraforming process they began millennia ago. If they succeed, Earth will become uninhabitable for humans." Emily's mind raced. This was worse than she had feared. But if the Zelnoth were willing to help, perhaps there was hope yet. "What do you propose?" she asked, her voice tinged with urgency. Kalec's eyes glittered with determination. "We must form an alliance, a coalition of humans and sympathetic Zelnoth who oppose Morgoth's tyranny. Together we can stop him and save your planet." Emily hesitated, weighing her options. This was a risky gambit, but it might be their only chance at survival. "Very well," she said, extending her hand. "Let's do this." And with that simple gesture, Emily and Kalec forged an alliance that would shape the course of history, setting into motion a chain of events that would test the limits of human resilience and determination. Chapter 3, Kalec's Revelation. As the alliance between Emily and Kalec solidified, the urgency of their situation became ever more apparent. With the Zelnoth invasion looming large, they knew they had little time to spare. But before they could confront their adversaries head-on, they needed to understand the full extent of the threat they faced. In the dimly lit confines of Emily's laboratory, Kalec began his revelation, his voice low and urgent. He paced back and forth, his alien features cast in shadows as he spoke. "You must understand, Dr. Carter, that the Zelnoth are not like other races. We are ancient and powerful. Our technology is beyond anything you can imagine." Emily listened intently, her eyes fixed on Kalec's face as he continued. "The artifact you discovered on the moon, it is a part of our ship, a remnant of our civilization's past. Long ago, the Zelnoth embarked on a mission to terraform planets, to make them suitable for our kind. But something went wrong. The ship was abandoned, left to drift through the cosmos." Emily's mind raced as she processed Kalec's words. The implications were staggering. This alien technology held the key to Earth's survival, but it also posed a grave danger in the wrong hands. "And my experiment," she interjected, her voice trembling with realization. "It activated the ship's systems, drawing the Selnoth back to reclaim what was theirs." Calic nodded solemnly. "Yes, Dr. Carter. Your experiment was the catalyst, but it also presents us with an opportunity. With your expertise and my knowledge of the ship, we may yet have a chance to stop Morgath and his followers." With a renewed sense of purpose, Emily and Calic set to work. They pored over schematics and data, analyzing every aspect of the alien technology. Emily's scientific acumen complemented Calic's insider knowledge, and together they began to unravel the mysteries of the ship. But time was not on their side. As they worked, reports began flooding in of Selnoth incursions across the globe. Morgath, it seemed, was not content to wait for Earth's surrender. He was determined to crush any resistance with ruthless efficiency. The pressure mounted with each passing day, weighing heavily on Emily and her allies. Personal sacrifices were made as loved ones were separated, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. Yet amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a sense of camaraderie emerged among the disparate members of the resistance. They shared a common goal: to protect their home and preserve humanity's future. And as they prepared for the inevitable showdown with Morgath and his forces, they drew strength from each other, united in their determination to defy the odds and emerge victorious. Chapter 4: Turning the Tide. Under the cover of darkness, Emily and her team assembled at the launch site, their faces grim with determination. The time for action had come, and they knew that the success of their mission hinged on their ability to work together seamlessly. The journey to the moon was fraught with danger, every moment filled with tension as they navigated through the vast expanse of space. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as they approached their destination, the alien artifact looming ever larger in the darkness. As they landed on the lunar surface, Emily felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through her veins. This was it, the moment they had been preparing for. With each step they took, they drew closer to their goal, their resolve steeling in the face of danger. But the Selnoth were not about to let them succeed without a fight. They had anticipated the humans' arrival, and their forces were ready and waiting. The air crackled with energy as the two sides clashed, lasers and plasma bolts lighting up the lunar landscape in a dazzling display of firepower. Emily knew that they were outnumbered and outgunned, but she refused to back down. Drawing on her knowledge of the alien technology, she unleashed a barrage of counterattacks, her movements fluid and precise as she danced through the chaos. With each passing moment, the tide of battle began to turn. Emily's team fought with a ferocity born of desperation, their determination unwavering in the face of overwhelming odds. And as they gained ground, Emily felt a surge of hope swelling within her chest. But the true turning point came when Emily tapped into the full potential of the alien technology. With a single thought, she unleashed a wave of energy that engulfed their enemies, leaving them reeling in its wake. It was a moment of triumph, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. Yet amidst the chaos, one final challenge remained. Morgath, the leader of the Selnoth forces, stood before them, his eyes burning with rage. Emily knew that this would be their greatest test yet, a battle of wits and wills that would decide the fate of Earth itself. With a steely resolve, Emily faced Morgath head-on, her mind racing as she searched for a way to outmaneuver him. And in the heat of the moment, she found it. A flaw in the alien technology, a vulnerability waiting to be exploited. With a quick flick of her wrist, Emily activated the artifact, unleashing its power in a blinding burst of light. Morgath staggered back, his form wavering as he struggled to maintain control. And in that moment of weakness, Emily struck, disabling the terraforming process once and for all. As the dust settled and the battle subsided, Emily looked out at the lunar landscape, a sense of awe and wonder washing over her. They had done it. They had turned the tide of battle and secured victory for humanity. And as they made their way back to Earth, Emily knew that their journey was far from over. But with their newfound strength and resolve, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in their determination to build a brighter future for all. Chapter 5: Victory and New Challenges. As the dust settled on the lunar battlefield, Emily and her team stood amidst the wreckage, their faces etched with weariness and relief. They had emerged victorious, having stopped the immediate threat posed by Morgath and his forces. But their celebrations were short-lived, overshadowed by the realization of the challenges that lay ahead. Amidst the wreckage of the Selnath ships, Emily's gaze fell upon the remnants of the alien technology. Despite their victory, there was a sense of unease lingering in the air, a feeling that they had only scratched the surface of a much larger, more complex mystery. "We did it," Emily murmured, her voice barely above a whisper. "But at what cost?" The toll of the battle was evident in the faces of her companions, their exhaustion palpable as they surveyed the scene before them. It was a bittersweet victory, one that came with its own set of challenges and uncertainties. As they returned to Earth, Emily and her team found themselves confronted with a new dilemma. The alien technology, though disabled, still held many secrets waiting to be unlocked. And as they delved deeper into its mysteries, they uncovered layers of complexity that hinted at a far greater threat than they had ever imagined. "We thought we had won," one of Emily's colleagues remarked, his voice heavy with resignation. "But it seems we've only just begun to scratch the surface." Emily nodded, her mind racing as she considered their next move. They had thwarted Morgath's plans, but the true extent of the Selnath threat remained unknown. And with each new revelation, the stakes grew higher, the challenges more daunting. "We need to decipher these mysteries," Emily said, her voice firm with determination. "We can't afford to let our guard down now." And so, as the world celebrated their victory, Emily and her team set to work. They pored over the data, analyzing every scrap of information in search of answers. And as they delved deeper into the alien technology, they uncovered secrets that would shake the very foundation of their understanding of the universe. But amidst the chaos and uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope. For as they worked tirelessly to unravel the mysteries of the alien technology, they forged bonds of friendship and camaraderie that would carry them through even the darkest of times. And as they looked towards the future, Emily knew that they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in their determination to protect Earth and ensure humanity's survival. For victory, though hard-won, was only the beginning of their journey, a journey that would test their courage, their resilience, and their unwavering belief in the power of the human spirit. Chapter 6: Resolution and New Beginnings. With determination and unwavering resolve, Emily and her team delved deep into the mysteries of the alien technology, determined to uncover the truth and secure Earth's future. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months as they worked tirelessly to unravel the secrets that had eluded them for so long. As they pieced together the final fragments of the puzzle, a sense of anticipation filled the air. They were on the brink of a breakthrough, a discovery that would change the course of human history forever. And then finally, it happened. With a flurry of activity and excitement, Emily and her team cracked the code, unlocking the secrets of the alien technology once and for all. The revelation was staggering, a revelation that would shape the future of humanity in ways they could scarcely imagine. As the dust settled and the implications of their discovery sank in, Emily felt a sense of profound relief wash over her. They had done it. They had secured Earth's future and ensured the survival of humanity for generations to come. But amidst the jubilation, there was a sense of solemnity, a recognition of the sacrifices that had been made and the challenges that still lay ahead. For while they had overcome the immediate threat posed by the Selnath, the universe was vast and unforgiving, and new dangers lurked on the horizon. In the aftermath of their victory, humanity emerged stronger and more united than ever before. The bond forged in the crucible of conflict had hardened into something unbreakable, a shared sense of purpose and determination to face whatever challenges lay ahead together. As the dust settled and the world began to rebuild, Emily found herself reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this moment. She had come a long way since that fateful day in her laboratory, the day that had changed everything. And as she looked to the future, Emily felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had found redemption, not just for herself, but for humanity as a whole. And though the road ahead would be fraught with uncertainty, she knew that they would face it with courage and resilience, ready to embrace whatever new beginnings awaited them. In the quiet moments that followed, Emily found herself drawn to Kalak, the Selnath defector, who had played such a crucial role in their victory. He had become more than just an ally. He had become a symbol of interspecies cooperation, a testament to the power of unity in the face of adversity. And as they stood together gazing out at the stars, Emily knew that their journey was far from over. But with each step they took, they moved closer to a future filled with hope and possibility. A future where humanity would stand tall among the stars, wiser and more prepared for whatever challenges lay ahead.